In this video, I'm going to answer the question, should you use PLR? I'll go over the pros and cons so that you can make the best decision for you. Hi, I'm Ken Furukawa of kkfurukawa.com, and I provide helpful tips and information to help you build your online business. If this is your first time here, click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss out on content like this. And if you're looking for the best way to start affiliate marketing, then click on the link below to follow a proven, beginner-friendly blueprint and start your affiliate marketing business today. So, you're thinking about using PLR content in your online business. Well, you've come to the right place because I'll bring up the pros and cons of using PLR. But before we do, I want to briefly explain what PLR is. PLR is the acronym for Private Label Rights. Private label rights is a license where the author sells most or all of the intellectual property rights to their work. It means you can do just about anything you want to do with the content. Check out my video, What is PLR and Why Do You Need It, for an in-depth explanation. I've included a link in the description. Alright, let's start off with the pros and why you should use PLR. It saves time. Let's face it, we're all pressed for time these days, and any advantage we can get to do more in less time is what most of us are after. So why in the heck would I want to produce content for a blog or video myself when I can purchase it for what amounts to a few bucks and use that instead? Yes, by purchasing PLR content, you can save a lot of time. Time equals money, and get moving on to more pressing projects for your business. It's cost effective. How much is your time worth? I know you're gonna say priceless, but let's put an hourly price tag on that, shall we? So let's say you charge $100 per hour for your time. If you spend 5 hours researching and writing a 4,000 word blog article for your website, that costs $500 of your time. Or you could hire a freelance writer at 7 cents a word, in which that same 4,000 word article now costs you roughly $280. Now compare that to buying PLR at say $50 or less for 100 articles. Granted, the articles are short ones, but piecing a handful of them together may only take you a couple of hours. That comes out to $250 or 2 hours of your time plus the $50 fee for the content. The content can be revised, altered, and repurposed. One of the main benefits to using PLR content is that the content can be edited any which way you like. Heck, you can even claim the content as your own by rebranding it and claiming authorship of it. Sweet! This same content can be used in a multitude of ways, not just for blog posts, even as material for a YouTube video. Think content and script material. Check out my video, How to Make Money on YouTube Using PLR. It's great for ideas and inspiration. I don't know about you, but when I have to produce content out of thin air, it can be quite a daunting task. I mean, you gotta think of the topic, fill it with the main ideas, back it with examples, you name it. Just thinking about it stresses me out. But if you have some PLR content, you have the idea and framework for your content since it's already written for you. Just fill in the holes with some of your ideas and information and voila, you have your unique content. And if you're the type that produces your own content, PLR can help you fill in the gaps by giving you more information to add to your existing content. Now that we've discussed the pros, let's talk about the cons of using PLR. Believe it or not all PLR content is created equal. And therein lies the problem. You have PLR content that is dirt cheap, and you have PLR content that can be expensive. But just because it's more expensive doesn't necessarily mean it's any better. In fact, no matter where you get the PLR content from, you can face the same questions and pitfalls. It's duplicate content. One of the issues you must be aware of when using PLR content is that you really don't know how many times the material has been shared. When it's cheap PLR content, one can only surmise how many times it's been used. As is. That can be a scary thought considering you really don't know how many others are posting the same content as you. Now, could you get penalized by using duplicate content? Maybe. And just that thought alone should convince you to edit the content you've purchased before using it. But check this out. According to Google, approximately 25 to 30% of all web content is considered duplicate. This is no surprise because you may quote an article in your blog post with a link back to the original article. So how does Google handle this? Rather than penalize the content, they group them all together and treat it like it's one piece of content. According to this video by Google, when the search results indicate that two pieces of content are identical, they will show just one of those pages and crowd the other one out. So the threat of you not being shown in the initial search engine results is there. Now, if you use PLR content in what is perceived as spammy, Google reserves the right to take action, but the operative word being perceived. So the question is, do you want to tempt fate and simply use the content as is? PLR can be low quality content. It's very difficult to find quality PLR content. Most content that's being sold has poor writing style and or bad readability, and they can be filled with grammatical errors. In addition, the information you will get from PLR content, especially the cheap stuff, will more than likely be generic in nature. So you still have to dig a little deeper if you truly want to provide value. So just be cautious when you see 20 articles for $5. Do you really think that you're going to find a diamond in the rough? I doubt it. To top it all off, the word count in most PLR articles are short, maybe 500 words in length or less. You may say that's not a problem. Hold it right there, partner. Short articles mean that there's a high probability that there's no inherent value to the content. Now, if you're using an article explaining how to tie your shoelaces, a short article is probably sufficient. However, if you're teaching someone how to build a landing page, then 500 words is not going to be enough. What's the significance? Well, if you're trying to get your blog articles ranked for SEO purposes, the more value you provide to the reader, the longer they stay on your article. This sends a positive message to Google that your article answered the user's question. And that means they'll serve that article up when someone else searches for answers to that similar question. Lastly, PLR is not limited to just digital content. If the PLR content is a plugin or software, you run the risk of it not being supported and updated. Think about it. You paid a small amount of money for the PLR rights. Do you think whomever sold that plugin or software is going to feel obligated to update it? Unless they're getting compensated some other way, the answer would be no. And if you're passing off that plugin or software as your own and you don't update it, what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think they're going to go to when they need support? You. So there you have it, the pros and cons of whether or not you should use PLR. What do you think? Are you going to use PLR content in your strategy? Let me know by dropping a comment below. If you found this video to be helpful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of my next video. Lastly, if you're looking to start affiliate marketing using the strategy I just went over, then click on the link below to follow a simple yet proven beginner-friendly blueprint to build your online business today. I'm Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you in my next video.